Hey Robert, hey Rebecca. I'm just gonna wait for some more people to come in, if you doesn't mind. So let me just wait for a, a couple more people to come on in. How are you doing, Robert? How's everything going today for you on this blessed Wednesday? Make sure you hit the like button for me. Mm-mm-mm. Come on in, come on in. Hey Joanne, hey sis. I was just waiting for some more people to come in. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing on this blessed Wednesday? Seems like this week is just going on past. Let me just, yes, I have a nice story for you guys today, honey. So y'all come on in. Hey, Brittany. Happy Wednesday, Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Appreciate you. Y'all know I don't get that many people in my chat when I ain't talking about that, Brianna or whatever. I don't get that many people in my chat. Y'all know that. But this story here I'm going to share with y'all. It is some similarities to Brianna and Robert. Okay. And I'm going to be doing this story for a while now. Um, I like the story. I think it's very interesting. It has some similarities of Robert and Brianna. Y'all can choose how y'all feel about it. Y'all can put in the chat how y'all feel, what y'all think could have been done better, whatever the situation is. Y'all can put it in the chat. Hey, Miss M, how you doing? Is it's going good, and I'll be glad to see Friday. I know that's right, Joanne. Hey, Miss M. So this story here, y'all. Um, I'm gonna do today, tomorrow, and probably all next week, right? Because it's a lot to this story, right? So I'm gonna see what the time looked like for me today. I will do two parts of this story, and then I will start another part of this story because I got to go to the back before I can catch up to where he at now with his child. So that's why I want to start from the back end, okay, of this story. But this story, y'all, I'm telling you, this is a Brianna and Robert story. Okay, it got some similarities there. So I just want y'all to know, and this is why I picked up on this story. Okay, I watched a couple of his lives this morning. I was like scanning through a couple of them this morning and everything. I'm like, oh, this is a good topic right here. Let me jump on this topic. You know, so yeah. So we're gonna do that and see how people feel. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Sometimes I don't want to talk about, Brianna. I really don't. I mean, if y'all feel like this story is something similar to their story, y'all can say that in the chat. But just talking about it, I don't really give a damn sometimes, because it seems like that's all. That's the only time I get support is when I'm talking about it. Other than that, I don't really get support, and I peep that too, and I get sick of that shit sometimes. So I got to move on, y'all. You really know who your real riders is. So let's get into this story, y'all. Okay, because I'm supposed to have company later, so I don't know. My Son's god sister coming over. Hey, Lisa. How are you, sweetie? So y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up, and I want y'all to let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay, give me a second to bring it up.
Now let's address that lie, because it's a whole ass lie.
Okay.
Storage when he's ready for me to get them, and I'm sitting here with.
Okay, y'all. This is his baby mother on the screen. Okay, this is the baby mama that he been with for quite some time. All right, they was not married, right? And he said he happy he did not move on with the marriage because he started seeing a lot of things that he did not like with her, right? And it is some little things maybe he could have did a little better too. But we're gonna get on to the story because I want y'all to hear the story. Okay, so the baby mama got a platform, and she went on her platform to air him out, and he came on his platform. He did not want to air her out. He wanted to tell his truth. That's what he wanted to do by the things that she was saying on her platform, right? So we're gonna get into it. Let's go.
Let's continue first.
With, no clothes and, waiting on him
Hey,
to
Auntie Tracy.
let me know when I can get my things that belong to me. So, guys, it's a lot.
Let's address that screenshot.
There's a lot going on.
Cool. Now let's address the screenshots, right? She said, I wasn't allowing her to come get them. Now let's address that
Yes,
lie.
Miss M, this new story's right here,
It's a
baby.
whole ass lie.
One on
So
right here, part
she
one,
said, I
baby.
need to get into that house to get the rest of my things. You threatened to take her from me, Jarrell, my heart. You also told me you didn't know when I would get her after you told me you were done being nice and that you're taking me to court. I said, so you keep my heart away from me legally? It's cool though. I don't even care to go back and forth. I'll communicate with Janaya. You when needed regarding her. All your stuff is packed and will be in storage. She said the tree too, talking about the Christmas tree. So I sent her a picture of what her stuff is, showing her that it's actually packed up, and I'm going to put it in storage once I take all of my things out of storage. She said, you kept her from me for 2 days after saying you were just going to talk to her after you abused me. I abused Jamira. My face was the one that was leaking, and my face was the one that had a black eye. And my face was the one that was bruised up all over my forehead, but I abused her. And she hit me first, but I abused her. You see how she tries to manipulate me and make me think and make me feel like the bad guy? Make me feel like I'm the one that's delusional? Let's keep going. And then, so when I gave her the picture, she said, why did you touch my things? I could have gotten it. Because you're not here. Because you moved out. And you told me you don't live here anymore. Take your name off the lease. You told me you don't want to come back here. So now it's my apartment.
Hey guys.
So now let's address that fact. I gave her everything and then I took it back, right? How did I take it back when you the one that moved out?
Thank you, love you, sis. Thank you.
So like I said, it's funny how I gave everything. I gave her everything. And then by God's grace, it all came back to me. I gave you the camera, you said keep the camera. I gave you the apartment, you said you moving out. I gave you the YouTube channel, you told me to keep that too. That's in the text messages too. Screenshots of that too. So like I said, she always want to have something to be resistant about, right? She said, why did you touch my things? I could have gotten it. Because you're moved out. And if you come back in here, it's going to be bad for both of us. I don't want that and I don't choose that. I just want to stay separate. I want my peace. I want my space. And then she said, what storage? I don't have a key. And then she also said, I don't know if you took my stuff. I responded and said, abused you? Yo, you must be delusional because you forgot you swung on me. Wow, bro, you're dead ass weird. And I also said, and I didn't keep her away from you for 2 days. You left for 2 days and weren't here when I got back. So then I took her to an Airbnb and until the day you asked for her. Check your text messages. And trust me, I don't want anything that has to do with you outside of my daughter. I don't care enough about you to have taken your things or stolen your things or doing nothing like that. I don't care enough about you to take your stuff. You can have whatever you want and need, bro. I don't want anything that has to do with your energy. Take it. I want your energy out, gone, finito, bye-bye, out of my life. The only energy that I want that has to do with you is my daughter, bro. That's it. Next message. You drove off, Jarrell. Where's the keys to the storage? And packed the tree too. I said, I'm done. Everything is what it is and luckily was documented. I'll give you the info you need as I'm able to. I'll text and call regarding my daughter moving forward. And the reason I said that was because in previous messages, I told her I'm going to be leaving for a couple days. And so as I'm able to put your stuff in the storage that you can't even come get anyway whenever you want, because just like me, you had no car. You had no mode of transportation. When you did come here, you used your sister's boyfriend's truck on a Sunday when obviously he probably ain't got work or ain't using it. So let's move on. What info? All I need is my stuff so I can be done. And so at this point, I said, please allow Janiyah to hear my messages. As I said, I'll give the info as I'm able to in regards to time. What's wrong with that message? Let me know, point it out. What's wrong with that message, bro? I started ignoring everything else she was saying because I'm not about to keep going back and forth with her, bro. She said the Christmas tree before a few weeks, and I need the tree like yesterday. I said, I miss my daughter like crazy, yo, shaking my head. I hope you happy. And then later that day, she said, are you at the house? I have to get my things. Naya needs clothes too. I said, no. She asked the question. I answered the question. She said, are you at the house? I said, no, letting you know I'm not there. She said, I'm coming to get my things and I need the door unlocked. I have to get my stuff now. So let's break that down. Because see, I know her. She didn't have a car, right? And she doesn't have a car. So she obviously found access to somebody being able to bring her at the very moment that she texted me. So she was anxious. And she was trying to hurry up and get there. And she was trying to make sure I'm here. So she tried to make me magically appear here as if I'm supposed to stop everything I'm doing, no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, no matter how far I am from the house. I'm supposed to just stop whatever I'm doing because the world just revolves around Jamira Turnage. So I sent the voice memo to Naya. That's what that voice memo is. And then she said, Naya needs clothes and panties. I said, not there. You can't wash. I said, you can't wash what she has right now. Not home. She said, no. When will you be there? Meanwhile, I know she could wash what she had for Naya.
Yo,
because after this whole situation,
town.
she ain't called me and complained about it again. And your sister probably got to wash her and dry it, if not her boyfriend. So do what you have to do as a mother to get our daughter's clothes washed for her. The only reason you said no, that you can't get them washed, is because you was trying to make me feel bad and feel gullible into and thinking that I was going to be naive into saying, okay, I'll come back and give you whatever you need at whatever time you need it, because the whole world revolves around you, and whatever you need and whenever you need it, you're supposed to get it. So she tried to use my daughter to make me feel guilty, saying that she needs clothes and panties so that I could just stop whatever I was doing. It's like, no, that's not going to work, because you as a mother should be washing our daughter's clothes and panties. So you're trying to use her as a guilt trip for me to make me stop whatever I'm doing and come back to you when I'm already 30 miles away from the house is not going to work. I said, shaking my head, I don't know. I'm out running around right now. She said, can you unlock the door? She's totally disregarding what I'm saying. I said, I'm out running around right now. And I was more than 30 miles away from my house at the moment. She said, can you unlock the door because I need my stuff? Like, find a way to get back or something. Like, I'm supposed to just pull a fucking magic carpet out my ass and ride this shit home and unlock the door for you. So I continued to say, I just said that I'm not home. No, I can't right now. I'm working. And then she said, with the car in my name still. Let's pause right there. And we're going to pause right there because she's about to say something that very message that I'm about to pop right back up is going to address. Because like I always say and have been saying for the past 3 videos, she tries to take what she feels and what she does and project it onto me and make me seem like the bad guy.
And I just want you guys to bear with me and know that at the end of the day, I'm trying my best. I'm doing the best that I can. Everyone has their own ideas of what they think other people's lives should be, but the reality is you guys are not in it, so you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I don't want to be with a bully. I don't want to be with someone that can just tell me I can and can't do certain things. And, you know, it shows me people's true colors when
true colors. Oh my
things
goodness.
Get bad, you want to say you threaten to take my child away from me. That's like the worst thing you can do in life to me, because she's my life. Just please bear with me and just understand that I'm going through a process, but it's no longer going to be the Ross family, okay? I don't know if I'm going to keep the channel up. He's been taking everything from me. He took the G drive that he paid for that has all of our things on it. Every single video.
Most definitely took the G drive that I paid for that has all of our things on it, because I was the one that sat there and thought about buying a G
Yo,
drive,
he even
because
tried to
I was the
help
one
her
that sat there and
and
wanted to keep all of
encourage
our
her with
memories,
a
because you
channel.
never sat
And
there and
that
took into
wasn't even
consideration
good enough for
that
her.
YouTube could just magically disappear one day. So I wanted to take a G drive, which has 4,000 gigabytes worth of space, and put all of our memories on it, just in case something ever happens or blows up with YouTube.
Hey, Hazel
Period.
House. Okay, baby. Okay.
You never wanted to do
Hey,
that.
Shay Shay.
And you never put things on the G drive unless you had to, because of lack of space on the computer that we were using. I was putting things on our G drive, which is a hard drive. So let me stop saying G drive. It's a backup hard drive with a whole lot of space. And so I bought our hard drive so that I can keep all of our memories for us, and more importantly for our daughter. When did you ever have enough debt to you to say, you know what, I want to keep all of our memories? I did that. And I took the G drive back. You left it here in the first place when you did come get your stuff. You left it here. And so I text your sister. So I was calling y'all the day that y'all left, and y'all was ignoring my calls. And I said, well, since y'all want to ignore my calls, and I text her sister, I said, since y'all want to ignore my calls, ask your sister where my G drive is that I paid for. You ain't think about taking it. If it really meant that much to you, you would have thought about taking it. It meant that much to me. So I asked about it, because when I was here by myself cleaning the house and scrubbing the damn floors from ceiling to
Powerball is trying to
Hold on, y'all.
censor
Let me
this
get
video
this.
before more
Stay
people discover
tuned,
the
y'all, because it's gonna
loans
be
that have
good.
already helped my husband and me win the lottery.
Funny, y'all.
My bad, y'all. I'm intense right now. Listen, when I was here cleaning the house by myself, I didn't see it. I thought about it because it meant that much to me. When did it ever mean that much to you to think about it, ask for, or even take it when you were here? Come on
Absolutely.
now. Make it make sense.
We've ever recorded. He has it in his possession because he said he bought it, and he's been pretty much taking everything that belongs to him. So I'm working on it. I'm using a phone right now. Got 2 working phones, and I had 0. And
Yeah, like I said, I already addressed that screenshot too.
And so he took both cameras as well. And
Already,
I'm just
You
working.
addressed that, y'all,
Already
for the ones
explained
that
that.
was not in the chat.
So
He tried
he
to
took
give her
both
everything.
cameras as
She did
well.
not want it.
I'm just working on getting myself together, you guys, and getting everything so that I can do what I want to do, which is this YouTube channel. I'm gonna use my channel that I have, gonna leave it on the screen so that you guys can actually click on it and subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe, because this is the channel I'm gonna be using. And the reason why I decided to do that is because he's taken everything else from me, and I don't want him to take the channel from me. It has all of our stuff on it, and I want to keep that up for Janiyah. So I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna start over. I'd much rather start over.
She just contradicted herself. She just said that I'm taking the channel from her. Meanwhile, she just said in the video seconds later that she's going to start over. She also said in a text message, which I have a screenshot of, take the channel. You can have it. Let's pop that up real quick. She said I can have the channel. I said I was never trying to take it from you. She said, need the password for the Ross family Gmail. I have emails and stuff too that I need to transfer. If you're trying to take the channel, you can have it. If you're trying to take the channel, you can have it. I said, never was trying to take the channel, but if that's what you choose, so be it. Like I said, I have info on there that I still need and don't recognize the phone. So let's pop up the messages before this. Now, I said, you signed into the Ross family just now? Because she was already signed in on another phone. And then there was a new phone that I did not recognize, because at this point, we still both had access to the channel. There was a new phone that got signed in that I did not recognize. So I wanted to make sure it was her or somebody else trying to log into our stuff, right? I said, you signed into the Ross family just now?
That's all he wanted
She
to
didn't
know.
answer for 15 minutes, bro. So within those 15 minutes,
sure
because I'm not about to sit around and wait for somebody to get into our stuff if somebody is actually in our stuff and be doing stuff with it, having access to our stuff. And I don't know who's in our channel. So I secured the account and I changed the password. She said, yeah, 15 minutes later. As you can see, here's another screenshot of the timestamps. I asked at 11:24 and she answered at 11:38. That's exactly 14 minutes later. So she said, yeah, did you change the password? I thought it was my channel. And then she said, bruh, like, this is my channel. I'm trying to work, shaking my head, which she wasn't trying to do. She would, because at this point, hours later, all she did was go on the Ross Family channel to go live to promote the bullshit that she's saying right now on her personal channel. So I responded and I said, yeah, I asked you and you ain't answered for 15 minutes, ain't recognized the phone, so I secured the account. And then later on, what did she say? If you're trying to take the channel, you can have it. I said, never was trying to take the channel, but if that's what you choose, then so be it. And also what's crossed out right there is the password that I gave her to get back into the channel. So I said, if that's the case, let me know when you're done with transferring your stuff so I can take the channel back, because you just said, have it. So meanwhile, you'll sit here and tell everybody, you'll tell the whole world that I took everything from you. Meanwhile, one by one, you told me to take the camera back. You told me to take the channel back. You told me to take the apartment back. You told me to take everything back. Hell, you even told me to take everything back that I bought you. But meanwhile, I'm the one that's bullying you, taking everything from you? Man. We almost done though.
Than have someone control me and tell me I can and can't do something.
When I tell you you can and can't do something, you gave everything back to me. Come on now, make it make sense.
You know, he told me that the channel was mine when I first decided to separate, when we decided to just keep it there.
Exactly.
And he said I can have everything. He'll just start over.
Exactly.
And once things got bad, he said, all right, I'm done being nice to you, and it is what it is. So
when I say that, that's why she took that long ass pause, because she lying. She making a bullshit up right as she goes. Just look at it, bro. If you can't detect the lies, bro, come on, man.
I said, all right, I'm done being nice to you, and it is what it is. So he just started taking things from me. So understand, you guys, I'm not just being like super inconsistent and all that stuff. I understand what it looks like, but I'm really in the process of building and getting my things back for myself, so that I don't have anyone dangling things over my head telling me that, you know,
dangling things over your head. Now let's pop up that screenshot that I said we're gonna pop right back up, because I'm dangling things over your head, right? I'm dangling things over your head. Here go the screenshot. I just said I'm not home. No, I can't right now. I'm working. She said, with the car in my name still? That's her dangling that shit over my head. And she been doing that. Ever since stuff got bad between us, she been dangling that shit over my head. Every time, bro. But meanwhile, I'm dangling the stuff over your head. What I'm dangling over your head if I'm giving you everything?
Because his credit was bad. But
what am I telling you guys, mind? Give it back to me if I'm giving you everything. Besides the hard drive.
Insurance.
Let me know what I was dangling over your head. So I went on to say, no cars parked at the apartment with no gas right now. Taking it back ASAP. Don't want to use nothing with your name on it. Even if you agreed to and I was the one paying for it. But no, not the car in your name. It will be turned in tomorrow, so you ain't got to say nothing about your name being on nothing, bro. Tired of you trying to throw that shit in my face. You got it, though. I'm done texting, gotta work, and you interrupting me. I sent Naya voice memos. But I'm dangling shit over your head, though. You a complete fucking liar, a bullshitter, and a fucking manipulating ass narcissist.
There you go. Miss M, you still in the chat? Lord have mercy. Okay, y'all.
Still looking for a new job?
Just found out my
I
dad's
think that was
sister's
the end
husband
of
is golfing
what we
buddies with
did.
the CEO of a
Bring
great
up-
company. So basically, I got the job.
Sounds
Okay, so let's get into the other one. He says she's a narcissist. Okay, so what do y'all think so far, y'all? All right, just give me a minute to pull up the other one. Just give me a second, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Got to go back to do. Baby. He said she's one, the whole family. So I was like, well, okie dokie. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to bring up the other one. I'm looking, y'all, for the other one. Because I definitely want y'all to see this other one. This other one is crazy. Okay, this is the other one. I'm bringing it up.
Welcome back for part 3. Once again, we just
Put a one in the chat if y'all
also
can
want to say,
hear it.
in regards to some of the comments that I've seen, if you ever heard me play innocent, let me know down in the comment section below, because I'm a little
Wow,
confused
so
at that
sad.
part. Yeah, I think some of
A
y'all got some
handsome
stuff
young man.
and I also
Yep,
think
a
that
damn
sharing my
narcissist.
truth
Yep. Narcissists
goes
don't like
against the
when
narrative
you break
that you want to
free
have
from
about
them.
me.
Nope, they do not.
So if it does, I pray for you. I pray for you. I love you. You might be a little mad, so I pray for
He
you.
said he had a lot of people coming for him, though.
I love you.
You know, in his comments, and
You're angry.
they was telling him he was an abusive man, and
Here, just give me a
that's
hug.
why
If you're
I
one of the
wanted
ones
y'all
that
to hear.
commented and you were mad at me, or you had something negative to say about me, just come on, give me a hug. Come on, give me a hug. I love you. I love you, you little angry little soul. I love you. You're so mad, but I love you. Now let's get into it.
I was like, give me my daughter back, give me my daughter back. And then he started to record me. And so that I can look crazy, like I was just a bad mom and I'm just traumatizing my daughter after we just physically fought. I just physically was defending myself against a 6'3", 200 and something pound grown man. And so I wanted to leave and I wanted to take my daughter out of it. And he wanted to be a bully and say, no, I'm taking her. And he drove off with my arm in the car, damn near. And
So all of this part was addressed in part 2. If you haven't seen part 2 or part 1, make sure you go watch it so that you can understand everything I'm about to explain, because I'm not about to go into detail about that. I did in the last video.
He also didn't bring her back for 2 days. He said what he did was he came back and I was gone, but he left with her. And I didn't leave until 2 hours pretty much after that whole situation happened.
Y'all, it's a lot of parts of these, so I might not be able to go in order with them. But I was just playing half of them. But tomorrow
let's do the calculation.
I can put them in
Now,
order.
originally, she said she left at 8 o'clock.
On
I said I was here by 8 o'clock. Here she says that she left 2 hours after the incident. What time does that say? Because I took that obviously in the moment. Looks like to me that says 4:47 p.m. So now let's give her the benefit of the doubt and give her an extra 13 minutes and make it 5 o'clock p.m. You left 2 hours later. That means you left at 7 o'clock p.m. I smell a lie. Okay, now she wants to show the screenshot right here. It says cops coming now, and I said, okay. I guess she was trying to show the screenshot to show that she said, tell Naya I love her. And she said, I wish you, and yeah, so basically let's show the whole screenshot. Let's show the whole screenshot. Let's show what happened before the screenshot. Let's show all the screenshots. Because I got screenshots for days. I mean, I'm just saying. Because, I mean, if you can see here, each one of these pictures is a screenshot. We got screenshots for days. So let's show the whole thing, shall we? What message was that? That was around the time that we fought, right? All right. So I'm going to read it on here, and I'm going to pop it up on the screen. Let's take it from the beginning. Since she wants to cut and crop and edit the screenshots, let's show the whole screenshot. Like, y'all? So at 6:20 p.m., if you look at the timestamp, this was Thursday, December 9th. the same day we got into the physical altercation. Now, Thursday, December 9th, 6:20 p.m. This means that she would have still been here for another 40 minutes, according to what she said, at least, right? So you need to communicate if you're going to have, and this is her speaking, you need to communicate if you're going to have a child that came out of me too. You took my camera. I need that to work. Where did you put it? It's so funny how you can bully your way to getting what you want. Next, I responded and said, I communicated with you about the child that is both of ours. I have my daughter right now for the day to have ice cream as well as to enjoy the day together away from toxicity because we just fought. I don't want to argue with you. I want to spend time with my child. Period. I never once bullied you for or to anything, Jamira Turnage. I don't know why I put that, but yeah. Anyway, she said, where's my camera you took? With the battery memory card with my stuff on it. Bro, I ain't trying to make this legal, but we can take it there. I responded and said, I bought that camera in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in December 2017 with my own money and account. You broke the computer that we both use that I bought for income. She responded and said, I got handprints on my throat and whelps and bruises and scratches on my body. I will call the cops and get you arrested if you don't bring her back. Ooh. I said, it's already legal. And yes, you do. From me defending myself, which is all recorded. She said, cops. Okay, done. She said, okay, done. Calling the cops. Expect them to be looking for you. Can't take the camera from me. I said, okay. Tell them to come look for me. I have my child. What am I doing illegally? But see, in her mind, she thinks that because she's the mom and because she's a female and because she's 5'2", 125 pounds or however much she weighs, that she can get her way and do whatever she wants to do. She tries to use her little size to bully and then project that onto me. Come on now. She said, it was mine. You said I could have it all, the channel and it all.
But when he first tried to give her the channel and everything, y'all, the cameras, everything.
That's what she said.
He did not want
She just admitted that I said that she can have it all. Meanwhile, you got people saying, I'm taking everything back. But the truth about all of it will come out because it is already. Clearly, I told her she can have it all.
Facts.
But then people will still have something negative to say. Anyway, I then said, I don't want to argue like I said. My bad. I don't want to argue like I said. I explained the answer you were looking for. I am now spending time with my daughter. She said, cops coming now. And I said, okay. And then I also thought about it and sat there for a second. And then I texted her and said, I wish you would just allow my daughter and I to be peaceful and spend time together.
Hey,
why is it such a mission for you to make my life miserable? I hardly speak to you, bro. Leave me the F alone, dog. I'm with my daughter peacefully. Let me be right now. Call the cops, bro. Do whatever the F you want. Let us be. After that, she stopped texting. She then texted an hour later and said, tell Naya I love her. As you see, there's a voice recording because I allowed Naya to say it back to her. I said, Mommy says she loves you, so you could say it back to her. And then I also put communication. I got a room for us, an Airbnb. She's washed, she's safe, she's eating, she had ice cream, she has toys at the Airbnb, she took a bath, etc. She said, she responded with, she's at an Airbnb. And I said, and I don't think I said yes, but obviously that's what I just told you. So anyway, and then I sent her a video of Naya eating her pizza at the Airbnb and stuff like that. I said, just want to be peaceful with her. You were in your room all day, so I'm giving her the attention, love, and peace she deserves because Jamira knows what's best for Naya. Meanwhile, she spends all this time away from Naya if she's the only one here with Naya. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if we were both here and you needed time to yourself, do that. Go in your room, go in your closet, do that because I've done it when we were both here before. Plenty of times in the past. There was times where I was in that freaking office for like a week straight doing nothing but journaling. And I would come out and I would say hi to Naya and I would eat with her and I would speak to her and I would play with her, but then I'll be right back in the room journaling. So I can understand if you need time to yourself to do what's necessary for you so you could be the best you, because I've done it. However, if you're here alone with her, why are you not around her? So, like I said, I'm giving her the attention, love, and peace that she deserves. Don't want my daughter in a toxic environment tonight. She said, not there. meaning not here at the house. The voice memos that you see, that's just Naya and her mom talking back and forth. The next day, I said, she's taking a nap right now. Are you going back to the Maddox today? She said, not sure. Is she still at the Airbnb? She says she's not sure if she's going home. That's what she said. But meanwhile, she tries to paint a picture and say, I kept her away from Naya for 2 days. How did I keep you away when I asked you if you were going back today? I asked you so that I can bring her back home so she can see her mother. But meanwhile, I'm the one that kept you away from Naya for 2 days straight. Explain to me. Make it make sense. Let's keep going, shall we? Not sure. Basically, not sure if I'm coming back home today. Is she still at the Airbnb? I said, yeah. She said she doesn't want to leave yet because she was having fun. She was having fun in a brand new environment with children's toys. Oh, look, the video, I have behind the scenes footage on all of it, and it's already edited and uploaded. It's all coming out day by day, starting tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. Day by day, it's all coming out. She said, so you were just going to keep her against my word and yours anyway without letting me know? I said, I'm communicating with you right now.
The mother is mean, y'all.
Is me telling you this not communication?
On with the dad, and she does not like
if
that.
If you see a flaw, let me know in this really message right here. Like,
with the
I
dad,
could have sworn I'm communicating with you right now. And then she goes on to say, but only because I asked, and I asked you to bring her home. You asked me to bring her home to a home you ain't even at. Make it make sense. I need to make shirts like this, bro. I might come out with some merch. Make it make sense. Golly. You just have to do things your way and not take my concern for my child any type of serious, Jarrell.
She's using the child as a pawn for the father.
Do y'all get it? Do y'all understand it? Because like I said in the last video, she'll complain about a problem. I'll give a solution, then she'll complain about the solution. So let me know if y'all understand her. Let me know if you understand it, because I don't get it, bro. I truly don't. Anyway, let's read her message one more time and I'll continue. But only because I asked, and I asked you to bring her home. You just have to do things your own way and not take my concern for my child any type of serious, Jarrell. I said, incorrect. That's your assumption. I wouldn't even know you sent a voice memo if I didn't open this phone to communicate with you right now. Literally. I didn't even know she texted me because my phone was on silent. I was focused on Naya. I turned my phone on silent. I turned all my notifications off, bro, so I could fully focus on Naya. At that point, there was nothing more important to me in that moment than Janaya, period. I then went to my phone, which was in a completely different room that I was in the whole entire day, and I opened it so I could text her mother, Jaimira, and wouldn't even know she texted me if I didn't go to the phone to communicate. Come on, bro. I was about to text you to communicate with you anyway. Look, just let me know if you'll be back there or not. If not, she's safe, eating, clean, and having fun. If not, I will speak to you. If not, I will speak to you later when necessary.
He was trying to get her to leave him alone.
You know right here.
And let her know that the baby is okay.
Home, so what she was let me know. Because I will bring her back. And if not,
she was really disturbing the man to being, having time, spending time with his daughter. She would just kept texting him and sending voicemails to the daughter. He was letting her know the daughter's okay. She's fine. She had a bath. She ate. She did. She that. But she persists to just keep agitating him. That's what I'm gonna say. Agitating.
Then we're gonna stay our ass parked right here at this Airbnb, and we're gonna be good. Period. But meanwhile, she will literally get on camera and lie to your face. She will lie to herself and sit there and say, I kept her away from our daughter for 2 days. Can y'all say it for me? Man. All right, next message. And at 4:30, which you said, I spend the night with her, not the next day, till you were ready to bring her and you left the way you did when you were just supposed to talk to her. I don't know why you're trying to take everything from me. You're trying to take the channel too, since you took both cameras from me. Like, bro, honestly, bro, at this point, you just making shit the fuck up. You really just making shit up in your head, bro. Like, honestly, at this point, you're delusional. I said, I'm not, Janera. I don't want nothing from you, not to take anything. Just keep me updated on when you'll go back. She said, you took my means of making money away. Why have both cameras?
Why you just come buy a
She
camera?
said, first you had,
Let's go buy
first you
your
said
own
have
camera
everything,
and let him
your
keep
phone,
the camera.
because
He
you got
already
two,
had
and
asked
you
you if
signed
wanted,
out and gave
and
it
you
to
said
me.
no.
Then took everything and took it without me seeing when I used that camera to feed my daughter and myself and
But
take
that's
care
a way
of
of
us on
harassing
mountain.
him.
So let's go into that. I gave her one of my phones that I had because she didn't have any. I then needed the phone to Uber, and she knew that. So for the past 3 months, I had both of my phones anyway. You haven't had my phone in months, bro. And when I would come home from Ubering, bro, you would use my phone. But my phone was primarily in my possession for months already. So what are you talking about? Anyway, I said I had the camera to try and get it fixed and do something with it. And I'm talking about the camera that I'm speaking to right now. Because the camera that I did take originally, can y'all see that? It's broken. It's completely broken in her possession. This is what happens when things are in her possession. And the camera that I'm using right now, I gotta get it fixed because it was in her possession. The camera I'm using and speaking to y'all on right now is broken. It's halfway to this point. Make it make sense. Anyway, I'll continue to say I have the camera to try and get it fixed and do something with it. The camera, the other camera is completely destroyed, which I just showed y'all. That's it. The laptop is broken right now. To my knowledge, you wouldn't even be able to upload anything right now, nor edit. That's supposed to be nor, not N-O-T. It's supposed to be N-O-R, nor edit. So her phone was broken for over 1.5 years now. She broke the laptop. She had literally no way to make content and upload. She had no way, even if she had the camera, she had no way to edit the videos and upload the videos. But let's let her tell it she did have a way. We're going to break it down, though. We're going to break down the lie. Because let her tell it, she had a way, right? She said, yes, I can. You didn't ask. You just take things, but let me have done that to you. I needed to film. That's all I'm saying. You just took the phone and camera. I don't have keys. You left. Can't do nothing because you have it all. So let's break that down. She says she can. Meanwhile, until she got a brand new phone, she still never uploaded anything, which was the video she most recently uploaded like less than a week ago, after a whole month of not uploading anything. So there's your lie with proof right there. Just the time gap. Obviously, you couldn't upload anything. Now she says she don't got keys. I left and she can't do nothing because I have it all. Bro, we both had a set of keys. You're a grown ass woman. You're a 29, almost 30-year-old woman. Where are your keys at? You've been using my keys when I'm home to go check the mail, to get into the access gate, to get into the door, to lock the door, to unlock the door for the past month because you ain't know where your keys was at. Meanwhile, when I sat here and cleaned, that's all you had to do was clean because you want to be in this trifling, you wanted to be in a trifling ass space, which, all of that's coming out too, to show you how dirty she left every goddamn thing and how trifling she left everything. But all you had to do was simply clean. That's all I did. Once you bounced, I cleaned the house. And guess what I found? Your keys. Where at? Under the bed. They were under the bed for a month. You were sleeping right on top of them. But meanwhile, let you tell it. You make it seem like I took your keys from you or something like that. Anyway, she said, so you're keeping the camera so I know what's going on? What you trying to do? The channel is mine, correct? Are you not sure of something? Is the channel still mine? And are you planning on keeping the camera? I have money to make too.
What she want to do, y'all? She wanted to take both of the
I
man
said, reason
channels,
why I said
which
to
the
my
man
knowledge, I took the
already had the
phone
channel.
I've been using for work, like I just explained to y'all, which was never a problem before, so I'm not really sure why it is one now. I took my own keys and my keys only. You have a set of keys with a magnet just like me. I'm working on the camera and fixing it. If or when you need it, cool. Why? If or when you need it, cool, perfectly fine. You wasn't using it. You ain't have no laptop. You broke the laptop that we both was using. You was using it for YouTube. I was using it for real estate.
She basically broke
and
it.
you broke it. God, 5 days later, blessed me with a new one. Not my problem you ain't got one. God bless me. You can't get mad at my blessings. So since I had a brand new Apple laptop, I took the camera. And like I said in the message, I'm working on the camera and fixing it because you broke it. However, if or when you need it, cool. Yes, you probably can edit somehow. But as I said, to my knowledge, before yesterday, you had no way to edit and upload. And all she wants to do is be correct. That's it. That's all she want to ever do is battle and fight and show that she's the one that's right. That's all, bro. So what does she say? Yes, I can. You never asked. I can upload from the phone I had and the connector for the memory card. So if you could do that, then how come it still took you a whole 2-3 weeks to upload again until you got another new phone? Meanwhile, you had a way. How many lies is this that I've just dissected and broke down and caught? How many lies? Drop down in the comment section below if you've counted the lies, because I count at least like 10, maybe 15. I said, all right, cool. Because I realized that all you want to do is argue and go back and forth and have something to be resistant against. That's all you want to do is be resistant. You want to be so resistant against something. You need something to go against. It's like when people are about to fight and there's nothing but space and opportunity, don't nobody want to fight. Ain't nobody big and bad no more. But if somebody holding you back, I'm King Tut now. I'll beat you the fuck up. This, that, and the third. See me, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 da, 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 da. But as soon as there's space and opportunity, all of that hypeness calmed down, right? Why? It's because they had resistance. They had something to go against to show that they big and bad and tough. And that's all she wants to do is have something to go against. That's it. She just want to go against something. So I realized it and I was just like, all right, cool. She said, I needed the camera though, but it's cool if you need both cameras. I'll find my own way. You said you bought it anyway, so you know what? Keep it. So I kept it. Meanwhile, and this was December 10th. Look at the timestamp, December 10th. Meanwhile, she'll get on camera 9 days later on December 19th and tell y'all that I took it from her. When she just said, keep it. And in the previous messages, I said, you can have it all. And in the previous messages, I also said, whenever you need the camera, since I did take it for now, because I'm using it because you have no way to edit and upload once you do record, if you record, because you haven't been recording, because you've been inconsistent, you can use it. And then you turned around and said, keep it. Because you turned around and said, you'll find your own way. When I gave it to you, when I said, all right, cool. That's why you ain't show the whole message. That's why you wanted to crop these messages out. And try to frame me and make it seem like I'm the big bad guy. I'm the one that's bullying you. You bullying yourself, bro. Get out your head. Come on. So then later that night, as you can see, she sent Naya a voicemail. I responded. I said, she's in the bath and she's about to eat. I'll have her listen to your stuff and respond in a few. She then said, I'm coming to the house tomorrow before 11 to get Naya. So can you please be there? I said, where is she going? That's all I wanted to know. And who is she going to be around? She said, my sister and nobody. I said, she'll be back home by what time tomorrow? She said, not tomorrow. I'm taking her for the day. Now, right here, she said she's taking her for the day. Meanwhile, it's 2 weeks later. She came here for about 10 or 15 minutes a few days ago within the past 2 weeks because Jamira came to get her stuff. And I wouldn't have even known that they was out there getting her stuff if I didn't randomly just get up and walk. I dead ass was just in here laying down, and it was just like my intuition. It was just like my connection with Naya. Like I just felt her near me without even knowing it. And I literally got up, got dressed, and just took a walk. Ended up seeing them. And I said, is Naya here? She said, yeah. I said, where? She said, she's in the car. And I grabbed Naya for like 10 minutes, bro. Maybe 15 at most. And I almost cried holding her in my arms, but she knew I was about to cry, so I held back. And then haven't seen her since. That was days ago. And then also after Jamira came to get her stuff, she completely stopped responding to me about Naya. Let's pop that screenshot up real quick. I don't know if I got it on the computer, so I'm gonna read it on the phone. As you can see, Wednesday, she said leaving. Where is she? Because I brought Naya in here real quick because I baked some sweet potato pie for Naya. And so I gave her a slice of her sweet potato pie because I thought I was gonna be able to give it to her on Christmas. Luckily, I gave it to her a couple days earlier because 2 days later, I said, am I going to be able to see Naya tomorrow in person? Can you bring her here? And then I also said, send her voice memos a day ago that continue to not go through. Y'all see, that was Friday. Today is Sunday. She still ain't respond. So after she came to get her things, she completely stopped responding to me about Naya. Completely. And you know what? Let's get into some voice memos real quick. All these screenshots, and I got more. I got about 30 more screenshots. Let's get into some voice memos too real quick. So I'm about to show y'all how much she lies, right? Listen to this. This was 2 days after the fight. She came back home to get her things so that she can move out. I also brought Naya back so that Naya can go with her mom for 2 days. That's what it was supposed to originally be, 2 days, right?
You plan on having her back tonight? No. Tomorrow? I'm not sure. Bro, I let you know when she was coming back.
No, you did.
I did. It's all in the voice memos. It's all in the text messages.
You never did.
There's documentation on when I told you. And it's on video camera. I definitely told you.
You told me she was coming back by 8 o'clock p.m.
Exactly. And you were gone.
All this shit, y'all.
You were gone by 8 o'clock. You weren't even here.
Regardless, what you said was what you said.
Okay. And by the time.
Regardless, what you said is what you said, bro. How you know that we were here, not if you weren't even here at 8 o'clock? You see what I mean? She just needs something to go be resistant about, bro. Like when she has nothing to defend herself, it don't matter. I'm still right. That's basically what she's saying. She said you would have her here by 8 o'clock. I said, okay, and you weren't even here by 8 o'clock. She said it don't matter. How does it not matter if you're not here? If you're not here and she just was involved in witnessing all this trauma and toxicity in this home, I don't want her to spend time in this home right now. I want her to get away from the environment as a whole, whether you're here or not, whether I'm here or not. Meanwhile, I still brought her back and you weren't here. So since you weren't here, we left. We left for a day. The next day, I asked you, were you going back home? She said, not sure. She never came back home. So we stayed up there. So we stayed out for another day. And the day you came back, we came back.
Time I got back, you weren't here. I said by 8 o'clock. You were gone by 8 o'clock.
Regardless.
So whose fault is that?
Regardless, she's my child, and I'll let you know. She's good, she's safe, and she's always going to be safe for me.
I understand that.
Yeah, I don't owe you all the explanation in the world.
You don't owe me. I'm just asking about my daughter. I'm not asking about you. I'm asking about my daughter.
Like I said, I'll let you know when she's going to come back. It could be a couple days. It could be a few. I don't know.
No, I didn't take her for a few days.
Yes, you did.
I took her for 2.
So you see how she sat there and said she don't know when she coming back? Let's listen to the very next one.
You never had a suitcase here? You never had a suitcase here? Your suitcase is in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
It's sad
So
when a
you still
child
not
got
gonna let me
to
know
see all this stuff going
where
on
she's
with
going
her mother and her
and
dad.
what day and time she's coming back?
I already told you that she's going 2 days. She's going to stay with me. So that's what I did. At the end of the day, I'm going to bring her back. You said 2 days? Cool.
It's not, that wasn't what was said before though. I was asking you.
I told you. I said, yeah, 2 days. I said, okay.
No, you never said that.
2 days.
Now, run it back. She just said in the voice memo that she said, yeah, 2 days. At what point in a previous voice memo did you hear her say she's going to bring her back in 2 days? Because all I heard her say was, I don't know. I'll let you know. But she would turn around in my face and look me in my eyes while I am recording her and tell me that she just told me 2 days when she never even said that. And then will try to make me feel like I'm the one that's delusional. Bro, it's amazing. Like, this shit is mind-boggling, bro. Wow. Wow. Bro, wow. Like, just wow, yo.
And what day and time she's coming back?
I already told you that she's going 2 days with me. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I'm gonna bring her back. You said 2 days, cool.
It's not that wasn't what was said before though. I was asking you.
I told you. I said 2 days. I said okay.
No, you never said that.
2 days.
I mean, I have it on voice memo. I can play it back right now. Yeah, and I have that on voice memo. I can play it back.
You said.
I record everything we do.
I don't care. I don't want to talk. I don't care.
Because if you don't let me know, there's a deputy on the way out at the end of the day anyway.
I don't care.
Your name is in this.
All I was telling her there was your name is in the
Like,
system
Rob,
already. I called the
everything
cops, I
I
called
do.
the deputy, this, that, and the third, because I did. That day I got the cops involved. Unfortunately, you know how cops are. If they not missing for 3 days and this with the mom and this, that, and the third, then blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, she been gone for 2 weeks. I still don't know where my daughter is at exactly. I know she's at her aunt's house. I don't even know where her aunt live at. And then her aunt wanted to give me this fake ass address when I asked for it. Sitting there in the car. I said, what's your address? She's sitting there in the car doing all of this dumb shit right here. Acting like she ain't got service. Looking retarded. Doing all of this. Acting like she ain't got service.
Wow.
I said, yo, you could just tell it to me. I'll write it down. She said, I'm about to send it to you. Because she was sitting there looking for an apartment complex to give me a fake ass address to. Which I knew she was doing in the first place. I just went along with it. Like, it ain't none of them that can sit there and tell the truth about nothing, bro. They all liars, bro. And that's why I want my daughter back. Because my daughter is already developing traits that they have. I don't want that, bro. I do not want my daughter to be doing that. Multiple times when she's been here with her mom, I already had to tell her, Princess, don't lie. That is not you. You are not a liar. That is not who you are, baby. Period. You tell the truth, baby girl. And you don't be afraid to tell it at all. No matter if you're wrong or right, you tell the truth and you don't be afraid, Princess. I got to tell that to her at 4 years old because her mind is already being corrupt by her mother, bro. And it ain't helping that she's just living in that energy with her and her sister and everybody else that ain't nothing but liars. Come on, bro. Let's get back to the video.
Not like he just took her around the corner. He took her, he left, and he said that she needed to be in a more stable place. Me, personally, I don't feel like it was stable, and it could have possibly been stable when he's sitting with blood running down his face, with her in the front seat, driving off in a car with no seatbelt and no car seat.
Let's pop up a screenshot, shall we? So y'all let me know. Do that look like a car seat that Janiyah is in, or does it not? Because to me, it looks like a car seat made by the company called Graco. That definitely looks like a car seat to me. Meanwhile, I'm the one that didn't have a car seat. Meanwhile, when I brought her back 2 days later, when you finally came back home, you were in your sister's boyfriend's truck with your sister, and Janiyah sat in the back seat with what? No car seat. Make it make sense.
Wow.
Don't speak on what you don't know about. Just make it make sense. And I see 555. Come on now. Nothing but change. That's all that is.
She's a liar.
To me, I feel like she should have just stayed with me. At the end of the day, I'm her mom. I know what's best for her. And also at the end of the day, she wanted to stay with me. He took her from.
So let's speak on that. Because, you know, hearing that and then also making me think about why people ask, well, why did you buy her weed and stuff in the first place? Here's the thing. Jamira has texted me and called me multiple times on different days telling me that she needs me to come home or she needs me to watch Naya because she don't got it and she don't got the patience and this, that, and the third, right? Meanwhile, you know what's best for her. And so tying that into the reason why I was buying her weed, I was getting her the weed when I was gone because The only time she was patient with Janiyah was when she was a little high. I was getting her the weed so that my daughter didn't have to deal with her mom being angry at her and yelling at her and just making her feel bad and neglected. Because the only time Jamira had any type of patience with Naya was when she was high. So you call it wrong if you want, I don't care. I'll take responsibility for it. I'll be wrong for it. I was doing it with the thought process of, all right, well, maybe my daughter will at least be with her mom that has a little bit more patience with her. Come on, man.
Okay, y'all, what do y'all think about what he just said? I mean, I understand he took full accountability for that, but I do feel he should have came up with another solution instead of buying her weed to make her feel happy, to make her feel like she was a mother, to make her feel like that. He felt like she was a better mother of taking care of the baby, doing things for the baby. The baby was getting love because she was getting her weed. She was more, I guess, jolly, you know what I'm saying, and interacting with the baby. So that would make him feel like, his daughter will be taken care of. I feel, no. But I understand why he was doing it. But I felt like, no, I wouldn't have been buying her weed for that. I feel like that's when you should have went to try to get custody of your daughter, from that moment on. Because if you have to give your baby mom weed to make her be a mom and do the things that fits the baby and what the baby needs, then I feel like, no, she does not need that child. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. Y'all can just give y'all thoughts about it.
For a couple of days, and he did not bring her back. And he liked to say, oh yeah, I brought her because she didn't need to be around toxicity. But how is it toxic? How am I toxic?
How is she toxic? I'll let y'all figure that out.
You came in the room talking to me, and I told you I didn't want to hear it anymore, and I wanted you to get out. At that point,
So that's what she said. I came in a room talking to her, and at that point, she didn't want to hear it no more. She told me to get out. At that point, I should have.
You should have respected my space and left, but you didn't.
Cool. But y'all heard in the voice memo that when I came in there and said, I'm coming to you really peacefully and respectfully right now. I spoke to her. And who was the one that was hostile? Who was the one that was attacking? Who was the one that was talking at someone? I didn't start talking at her and getting hostile and yelling until the very end when I just couldn't take it no more. Because I've been taking it for weeks and months. So I had a cap limit. I started to explode and still didn't explode nowhere near what I could have. So at what point did I come in there and you immediately tell me you don't want to hear it no more? Because when I came in there, you was talking back. And the voicemail was about 8 minutes long, 7 minutes long. So is that not another lie? Like, this girl just be completely having her timelines all messed up. She completely left out a whole 7-8 minute conversation just to paint me as the bad guy. And I ain't painting her as the bad guy. That's not my intention, at least. It's just to show who you really are. Come on now.
I agree. My space and left, but you didn't. You charged back in after I tried to slam the door on you. And that's how it all happened. So if he wants to send out videos and do all this stuff, I don't care. At the end of the day, you guys can believe what you want. I know who I am. I know I'm
narcissistic trait. You can believe what you want. I know who I am. That's called reverse psychology. That's called reverse psychology to get you to believe the lies and the bullshit and the manipulation. I've studied the human brain. I've studied psychology in college. I know all about it. All right, y'all, I had to empty some videos off the camera due to space, but I ran it back, so we about to get right back into it and pick up where we left off.
That you guys can believe what you want. I know who I am. I know I never ever wanted me and Jarrell to be in that space. All I simply wanted is for him to understand that I'm in a different place and I just need my own space to figure out who I am. And
I never ever had a problem with that. At first, it was a little challenging to accept the fact that, we might not ever be together again, to be honest. But especially once I started realizing, I'll say this, especially once I started realizing that you want to talk to all these different dudes, bro, it broke me down a little bit, but oddly, it gave me the strength to say, you know what? Let it go. Let it go. Do what you want to do, and I'm good. And now I'm really in a phase, in a moment in my life where a lot of this is just clearing the fake image of my character that she put out. Now, like I said, I've done wrong in the past. She's done wrong in the past. We both have. I'm okay with, here's the thing though, I'm okay with taking accountability to anything that I've done. Anything.
That's
It don't
good.
matter what it is, bro. And so, and just with that being said, it's like, yo, do you? like no matter, I don't know how it seems to y'all, but I'm genuinely like from the core of my heart, bro, from the core of my bones and my soul, I am happy that I am not going back to that. Like I feel so free. It's amazing. Like if I ever went back to her, bro, God would slap me his damn self. Why would I
She
ever
was
in life
toxic, y'all.
go
That's
back
what
to
we're trying
that
to tell you.
toxicity and that
Toxic.
traumatic relationship? Together we were toxic. Together we were traumatized. I would never do that
He is
again in life.
admitting to it.
It's time to shift the focus on me and my daughter.
Some people
If y'all
still
don't
miss
know,
it.
this upcoming
Saying
year is
she was toxic and she
2022.
was toxic.
2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. That means shift the focus inward. Shift it in. That's what it's all about. Can y'all see that? That's all it's about for me, bro. That's it right there. That is it, bro. And so at the end of the day, man, I truly have no problem with it. Like, honestly, I wish you genuine prosperity, happiness, love, self-love, healing, all of that. I hope you get all your goals and dreams. I hope they all come true. Because I know for a fact I'm going to make mine. And it feels good. Like, I feel so good and so free. Like, it's amazing how, like, I feel like there's, like, no more dead weight holding me down.
Wow.
Like, because, honestly, we were beating a dead horse, bro. That's all we were doing.
Wow.
And I think that's fair. And because of that, he felt like I pretty much left him hanging. And
I don't feel like you left me hanging. Cause I'm gonna climb higher without it. And like, I don't feel like
I
that.
understand that and I get it. But at the end of the day, I still wanted to love him and be there for him.
And don't get me wrong, I was very hurt. As I admitted in the past, I was hurt, I was depressed, I felt broken, all of that. But man, God.
And be as great co-parents as we can be. And on top of that, he broke up with me. Actually, he broke up with me 3 days before the 13th. And then...
Actually, 4 days before the 13th. Maybe even 5. It was September 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I broke up a week before the 13th. And the reason I did that was because we were in a heat of an argument. Right? Janiyah was right there. We were literally going back and forth yelling. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, Naya can't be experiencing this. I'm tired of experiencing this. So in the heat of the moment, I did actually like, you know what? Fuck it. We done. And I swear to God, bro, on my life, like in my mind, that wasn't what I wanted. But it felt like, and obviously I said it. So I'm the one that said it. I take responsibility. I take accountability for all the dummies out there that's not about to understand what I'm about to say. So I take full accountability and responsibility for saying that we're done and we broke up. I'm done. I'm the one that said it first. However, in my mind, even though I said it, it was like it wasn't what I really wanted. In my mind, it was like I was saying something that I didn't mean, right? But I swear to God on my soul, when I said it, like you know how you feel tense and anxious in an argument?
Yeah.
Like with your significant
other,
you know that feeling in your stomach and in your heart, like just all in this area right here.
I'm glad I said it,
bro. Even though in my mind it wasn't what I wanted, I swear to God, it's like God just took over me and said it through me or something. Because instantly when I said it, like in the heat of the moment, bro, instantly when I said it's done, we're done, it's over, I felt so much relief in my stomach. Like I felt so much relief. And that right there was a huge part of what sent me into a depression, because it was like in my heart, I knew that it's done and it's over and it's not supposed to be. But in my mind, it was like, that's not what I want. I don't want to accept that, God. I don't want that. I want to be with her. So it was like my mind and my heart was just battling, because in my mind, I wanted her. In my heart, I knew that it wasn't right. I knew that it wasn't meant to be no more. And that completely, like, it messed me up, bro. I swear to God, dead ass messed me up, bro.
On the 13th, that's when I said, you know what, we might as well just leave it this way, because I feel like it's happened for a reason. We're both not happy anyway. You get what I'm saying,
True.
guys? So at the end of the day, all this stuff was happening. I got text messages to prove that he threatened to take my daughter away from me. He said he was taking me to court for full custody and that he was going to take her from me.
Which I did. I most definitely did. It wasn't a threat. It was letting you know what I'm going to go do. So let's pull up those messages. And I said, real life question. Let her know I was dead ass serious. I said, how do you feel about me being her primary provider and caretaker and having full custody?
Me too.
Wouldn't be malicious or nothing towards you.
I know.
It's a dead ass question, because I know for a fact I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure she reaches her full potential, her fullest potential mentally, physically, and spiritually. She didn't respond to it. I said, not going to respond to it. So then in the voice memo, she said, I would never allow you to have full custody. That's what she said in the one that's 3 seconds. I'm not sure what she said in the one that's 2 seconds, but in the one that's 3 seconds, she said, I would never allow you to have full custody. And then so I continued to say,
hey, Miss David.
Honestly, I ain't trying to fight either, but the passive aggressive threats, I don't care for. Okay, so I think she threatened me in the message, in the voice memo. Camera's about to die. Hold on. So I continue to say, honestly, I ain't trying to fight either, but the passive aggressive threats, I don't care for. I can honestly care less about who you spoke to and what they said, especially because if it did go where it doesn't have to go, trust and believe, her mother or not, that's what I meant to say, her, not me. Her mother or not, I will most definitely get full custody legally. Remember this, Texas laws are different. And the people you spoke to, yeah, they probably gave you general answers. Ain't got shit to do with trying to have control over nobody's life. I don't care enough about anybody in this world to try to control their life. What I care about is the safety and well-being of my daughter, period. So she started to send voice memos with threats and stuff like that. I showed y'all the screenshots to this one. This is, she tried to show the screenshot to me
because she was an unfit mother.
She will only, and tried to crop it to make it.
She will only take care of the baby from his perspective when she was high on weed. So he take accountability. He said that he was buying her weed because she would take care of their daughter better. She would be a mama. She would feed the daughter and clothe, do things for the daughter, right? And he also said he took accountability because both of them were smoking weed, something he really didn't want to do. But he felt like when they smoked weed together, because he was already saying he was a good father, but he's saying that she would be a better mother when he gives her weed. She would take care of the baby the right way, the way she's supposed to take care of his daughter when he buy her weed. He said he took accountability for, which I say I felt that was wrong, because you're buying her weed to make her take care of your daughter the way she should take care of her daughter, and it should not be that way. Now, he did say that they both were smoking weed together, and he felt like that was the only way that they would have a civilized conversation and feel love when they would smoke together. He took accountability for that. But he realized it couldn't happen anymore. He realized it was wrong. He realized that was not the way of having a healthy relationship, if you get what I'm saying, April. But I know you get it because you're smart.
Make it seem like.
And April, let me know, because I don't think Brittany heard me. Let me know too if my StreamYard was pinned up top.
I wasn't telling her where we were at, but I showed y'all the full screenshot, so no need to go into that right now. I showed y'all the full screenshot of that before and after.
Doing more videos on him, because I think there's a lot of stuff still going on with him, but I got to catch up with a lot. There's a lot still going on.
To tell me what's going to happen.
Okay, that makes
correction.
sense. Okay, April, you welcome, baby.
See, once again, in my opinion, that's her trying to project her manipulative ways onto me, trying to say I use my power and my size to bully, right? Nah, let's be real. You use your innocent looks and your gender
Joanne.
to bully and manipulate.
Joanne, do you see my screen?
Let's be all the way real about it. Use your soft little voice to manipulate.
And I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's healthy, and I don't think it's safe. And I don't choose to be with someone that makes me feel like I have to be afraid of him, or makes me feel like I can't, make my own decisions. I feel like.
At what point am I not allowing you, or have I not allowed you to make your own decisions? If I've ever went against your decision, it was only because I was your significant other and I gave you my opinion on your decision or your choice. And I also gave my perspective on it as well. And you took that as me telling you to not do something. Nah, If you're not strong enough to have your own mind and take critique and criticism as well as opinions from others and still make your own choices, then that's something you got to deal with.
And that is true. That's fact.
Period.
That's facts right there.
Because even when I ask people for their advice or opinion on something, all I ever do is take it into consideration. I don't use it as a basis to make my decision or choices. I acknowledge it just to get a different perspective.
And he also says she's a narcissist. I have another video I'm going to play, y'all. I have another one I'm going to play. And I'm going to find some more for tomorrow and next week. He says she's a narcissist, oh Lord, and the whole family. He also said the relationship, he wanted it to end anyway because he found out she was cheating. But that's why he really believed that she wanted out of the relationship, because of the things that he was finding out about her. But I think that's in another video. And I think I'm going to play it out before I get off.
Perspective and viewpoint on it. And what else did you say?
And I don't choose to be with someone that makes me feel like I have to be afraid of him, or makes me feel like I can't.
At what point did I make you feel like you was afraid of me? Because, I mean, you teeing off on me, you begging me to fight you in front of our daughter. At what point are you afraid? You big and bad enough to swing on me, leak my junk, black my eye, beg me in front of our daughter to fight you, but you're the one that's afraid, though? At what point were you ever afraid? Because obviously you feel comfortable enough to swing. Obviously you feel comfortable enough to fight a grown-ass 6'3" man that's 200-something pounds.
Wow.
So when were you afraid? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Make my own decisions. I feel like he's just too controlling for me to be in a relationship with him. And I just feel like we're on two different pages and we want two totally different things. I thought that I wanted, a lot more. I thought that I wanted a lot more, but I realized that I wasn't.
Too controlling. Meanwhile, I'm the one that allowed myself to be controlled for years through manipulation, but I'm the one that's too controlling.
Happy. And so if I'm a lot more, but I realized that I wasn't happy. And so if I'm not happy, I'm going to put myself first at the end of the day. And if you guys don't understand that, then I don't really know what to tell you guys. I know you wanted marriage and wedding bells and babies and this, that, and the third.
No. That's what he didn't want.
Be by myself and be happy than be miserable with kids. And
that I can agree to. I can agree to that. Finally, something I can agree to.
Now I'm myself and be happy than be miserable with kids and married with every physical thing I can have. I called my sister and now I'm with my sister, same state in Texas and stuff like that, but I just needed to get myself out of that situation, and Naya's here with me and she's safe. And I just feel like it's really messed up how everything went about, especially him threatening to take my child away from me. She's my heart, And
let's also, it's like, and it's crazy because at first she wasn't even at her sister's house. She was at somebody else's house. And what I believe, just from adding stuff up and having common sense, is that she was at her sister's boyfriend's house. Because when I did FaceTime Janiyah for the first few days that she was gone, The bed, the setup, the room was completely different than where it was the second day I FaceTimed her. And then the second day I FaceTimed her, she sat there and tried to randomly text me to cover her ass because she knew that I was right and she was wrong and that she felt guilty about lying to me. So then when they did go to Deja's house, which is her sister, she tried to randomly text me and say, Naya's safe and we've been at Deja's. So I responded and said, I doubt it. But you know what? I find it real messed up how you demanded her to be back in 2 days. I did it. I requested the same, and it's 5 days later, and she still ain't here. But it's cool. Everything happens for a reason. But it's cool, though. Like I told her, keep operating how you operate. Let's get back into it.
No, she's my heart, and I would never, ever want to do that to him.
Meanwhile, she's been gone for weeks. But you know what? Like, let her tell it, though. You won't keep her away from me. You would never do that to me. Meanwhile, you're doing it. Actions don't add up and match the words. They don't align with the words.
I wanted to be able to see her. I wanted to be able to be with my daughter and not have someone be so controlling to where I can't see her until he says, you know. I already
addressed this screenshot. This is the screenshot that says, not sure, she's still at the Airbnb. I said, yeah, she said she don't want to leave yet and all of that. I already addressed that screenshot. I showed the whole messages before, during, and after. So if you want to see that, just rewind this video.
To go get my things, and I have still a lot of stuff that he just threw in boxes there. He packed up all of my stuff.
So I just threw your stuff in boxes, right? Meanwhile, I packed up everything nicely and neatly. And there was only a couple boxes where things were thrown in there. And that's because your things were thrown out that you had in the bedroom. Like I said before, our bed has storage in it. She lifted up her side and she took all of her things and she threw them out the bed. So all of those clothes that were thrown out the bed, I then put them in a box and I did not fold them up and I wasn't going to fold them up. You did that to your clothes. Why am I going to sit there and fold your clothes nicely and neatly and take the time to do that for you if you took them out and threw them everywhere? You know what? I had a little clip that I recorded in a moment. Let's play that real quick. Now, let's view this right here, okay? So, 2 trash bags, all your dirty clothes because I wasn't going to wash your clothes for you. Come on now, why would I do that? Let's be real. I'm not going to do that. And all your dirty bed sheets, dirty clothes and dirty bed sheets in the garbage bag.
They was not
right?
together then, y'all, at this time.
I never went inside these boxes. They're stacked neatly. You have a box packed here. You have your water that you had in there for weeks that I didn't even touch. You still got all your water. Come on now. If I'm not going to touch your water, why would I touch something else? Come on now. It doesn't make sense. I bought my own detergent and I've been buying my own detergent. Your shit is still full. Everything you have is in here packed neatly, bro. Come on now. How'd I just throw your stuff in boxes? You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna show y'all. This is purses and shoes, bro. Come on now. This is purses and shoes. This is sat down in here neatly. And then I put your purses, I stacked your purses down. This is on the bottom too. Like, you get what I'm saying? And then I stacked your purses there. And then I put your shoes here like this. And then on top of that, I put these shits are spiky. I put them in here a certain way so that your shit didn't get all fucking cut up and stuff. I slid your 2 little things down here on the side. Come on, bro. Like, I put your stuff in here. I just threw your stuff. How'd I just throw it? So at the bottom of this, all your clothes that you just had dumped all over the stuff, dumped all over the floor. Am I going to sit here and fold your things? No, I'm not going to sit here and fold your things. You pulled all your stuff out and you threw it on the floor. It's evident. It's in the video. Come on now. And then, so if y'all want to say I threw this in the box, y'all can say that. But look, your stuff is still folded though. Everything that was folded, I placed in here. Everything that you sat here and you yanked out the bed and you had thrown all over the floor, I picked it up and I put it in the box. Now, these are all your clothes that were hung up. The stuff that I actually did have to take time for. I could have just yanked this shit off of hangers and I could have threw it all in there. But no, every single thing in here is folded, bro. Everything in here is packed neatly. You could just see it from the top. Come on, bro. Everything in here is packed neatly, bro. All your outfits are together. Come on now. But I just threw your stuff in there. Come on, bro. Make it make sense to me, please. Now let's get back into it. This picture that I sent her this picture because I was showing her that your things are packed. You can come get them.
Just threw them in boxes, and he said that I can go get them in storage when he's ready for me to get them. And I'm sitting here with
Let's continue first.
No clothes, and waiting on him to let me know when I can get my things that belong to me. So, guys, it's a lot.
Let's address that screenshot.
There's a lot going on.
Cool. Now let's address the screenshots, right? She said I wasn't allowing her to come get them. Now let's address that lie, because it's a whole ass lie.
Okay, y'all, I got to go to the next one. All right, give me a minute.
Help us rid New Jersey of old lead service lines. Test your pipes today.
Because this is all over the place, y'all.
Cool. Now let's address
Okay, this is the next one. Okay, this one right here, I think is going to be the one when she beat him down. Okay? I think this is going to be the one here when he's going to have blood everywhere. So let's check it out, because I think this is going to be the one.
the screenshots, right? She said I wasn't allowing her to come get them. Now let's address that lie, because it's a whole ass lie.
In storage when he's ready for me to get them, and I'm sitting here with.
Let's continue first.
No clothes, and waiting on him to let me know when I can get my things that belong to me. So, guys, it's a lot.
Let's address that screenshot.
There's a lot going on.
Cool. Now let's address the screenshots, right? She said I wasn't allowing her to come get them. Now let's address that lie, because it's a whole ass lie. So she said I need to get into that house to get the rest of my things. You threatened to take her from me, Jarrell, my heart. You also told me you didn't know when I would get her after you told me you were done being nice and that you're taking me to court. I said, so you keep my heart away from me legally? It's cool though. I don't even care to go back and forth. I'll communicate with Janaya, you when needed regarding her. All your stuff is packed and will be in storage. She said the tree too, talking about the Christmas tree. So I sent her a picture of what her stuff is, showing her that it's actually packed up, and I'm going to put it in storage once I take all of my things out of storage. She said, you kept her from me for 2 days after saying you were just going to talk to her after you abused me. I abused Jamira. My face was the one that was leaking, and my face was the one that had a black eye. My face was the one that was bruised up all over my forehead, but I abused her. And she hit me first, but I abused her. You see how she tries to manipulate me and make me think and make me feel like the bad guy, make me feel like I'm the one that's delusional? Let's keep going. And then, so when I gave her the picture, she said, why did you touch my things? I could have gotten it. Because you're not here. Because you moved out. And you told me you don't live here anymore. Take your name off the lease. You told me you don't want to come back here. So now it's my apartment. So now let's address that fact. I gave her everything and then I took it back, right? How did I take it back when you the one that moved out? So like I said, it's funny how I gave everything. I gave her everything. And then by God's grace, it all came back to me. I gave you the camera. You said, keep the camera. I gave you the apartment. You said you moving out. I gave you the YouTube channel. You told me to keep that too. That's in the text messages too. Screenshots of that too. So like I said, she always want to have something to be resistant about, right? She said, why did you touch my things? I could have gotten it. Because you're moved out. And if you come back in here, it's going to be bad for both of us. I don't want that, and I don't choose that. I just want to stay separate. I want my peace. I want my space. And then she said, what storage? I don't have a key. And then she also said, I don't know if you took my stuff. I responded and said, abused you? Yo, you must be delusional. because you forgot you swung on me. Wow, bro, you're dead ass weird. And I also said, and I didn't keep her away from you for 2 days. You left for 2 days and weren't here when I got back. So then I took her to an Airbnb, and until the day you asked for her. Check your text messages. And trust me, I don't want anything that has to do with you outside of my daughter. I don't care enough about you to have taken your things or stolen your things or doing nothing like that. I don't care enough about you to take your stuff. You can have whatever you want and need, bro. I don't want anything that has to do with your energy. Take it. I want your energy out, gone, finito, bye-bye, out of my life. The only energy that I want that has to do with you is my daughter, bro. That's it. Next message. You drove off, Jarrell. Where's the keys to the storage? And packed the tree too. I said, I'm done. Everything is what it is and luckily was documented. I'll give you the info you need as I'm able to. I'll text and call regarding my daughter moving forward. And the reason I said that was because in previous messages, I told her I'm going to be leaving for a couple days. And so as I'm able to put your stuff in the storage that you can't even come get anyway whenever you want, because just like me, you had no car. You had no mode of transportation. When you did come here, you used your sister's boyfriend's truck on a Sunday when obviously he probably ain't got work or ain't using it. So let's move on. What info? All I need is my stuff so I can be done. And so at this point, I said, please allow Janiyah to hear my messages. As I said, I'll give the info as I'm able to in regards to time. What's wrong with that message? Let me know, point it out. What's wrong with that message, bro? I started ignoring everything else she was saying because I'm not about to keep going back and forth with her, bro. She said the Christmas tree before a few weeks, and I need the tree like yesterday. I said, I miss my daughter like crazy, yo, shaking my head. I hope you're happy. And then later that day, she said, are you at the house? I have to get my things. Naya needs clothes too. I said, no. She asked the question. I answered the question. She said, are you at the house? I said, no, letting you know I'm not there. She said, I'm coming to get my things and I need the door unlocked. I have to get my stuff now. So let's break that down because see, I know her. She didn't have a car, right? And she doesn't have a car. So she obviously found access to somebody being able to bring her at the very moment that she texted me. So she was anxious and she was trying to hurry up and get there. And she was trying to make sure I'm here. So she tried to make me magically appear here as if I'm supposed to stop everything I'm doing, no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, no matter how far I am from the house. I'm supposed to just stop whatever I'm doing because the world just revolves around Jamira Turnage. So I sent the voice memo to Naya. That's what that voice memo is. And then she said, Naya needs clothes and panties. I said, not there. You can't wash. I said, you can't wash what she has right now? Not home. She said, no. When will you be there? Meanwhile, I know she could wash what she had for Naya because after this whole situation, she ain't called me and complained about it again. And your sister probably got to wash her and dry it, if not her boyfriend. So do what you have to do as a mother to get our daughter's clothes washed for her. The only reason you said no, that you can't get them washed is because you was trying to make me feel bad and feel gullible into and thinking that I was going to be naive into saying, okay, I'll come back and give you whatever you need at whatever time you need it because the whole world revolves around you and whatever you need and whenever you need it, you're supposed to get it. So she tried to use my daughter to make me feel guilty saying that she needs clothes and panties so that I could just stop whatever I was doing. It's like, no, that's not going to work. Because you as a mother should be washing our daughter's clothes and panties. So you trying to use her as a guilt trip for me to make me stop whatever I'm doing and come back to you when I'm already 30 miles away from the house is not going to work. I said, shaking my head. I don't know. I'm out running around right now. She said, can you unlock the door? She's totally disregarding what I'm saying. I said, I'm out running around right now. And I was more than 30 miles away from our house at the moment. She said, can you unlock the door because I need my stuff? Like find a way to get back or something. Like I'm supposed to just pull the fucking magic carpet out my ass and ride the shit home and unlock the door for you. So I continued to say, I just said that I'm not home. No, I can't right now. I'm working. And then she said, with the car in my name still. Let's pause right there. And we're going to pause right there because she's about to say something that very message that I'm about to pop right back up is going to address. Because like I always say and have been saying for the past 3 videos, she tries to take what she feels and what she does and project it onto me and make me seem like the bad guy.
And I just want you guys to bear with me and know that at the end of the day, I'm trying my best. I'm doing the best that I can. Everyone has their own ideas of what they think other people's lives should be, but the reality is you guys are not in it, so you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I don't want to be with a bully. I don't want to be with someone that can just tell me I can and can't do certain things. And, you know, it shows me people's true colors when
True colors. Oh my
things
goodness.
get bad. You want to say, you want to threaten to take my child away from me. That's like the worst thing you can do in life to me, because she's my life. Just please bear with me and just understand that I'm going through a process, but it's no longer going to be the Ross family, okay? I don't know if I'm going to keep the channel up. He's been taking everything from me. He took the G drive that he paid for that has all of our things on it, every single video.
Most definitely took the G drive that I paid for that has all of our things on it, because I was the one that sat there and thought about buying a G drive, because I was the one that sat there and wanted to keep all of our memories, because you never sat there and took into consideration that YouTube could just magically disappear one day. So I wanted to take a G drive, which has 4,000 gigabytes worth of space, and put all of our memories on it just in case something ever happens or blows up with YouTube, period. You never wanted to do that. And you never put things on the G drive unless you had to, because of lack of space on the computer that we were using. I was putting things on our G drive, which is a hard drive. So let me stop saying G drive. It's a backup hard drive with a whole lot of space. And so I bought our hard drive so that I can keep all of our memories for us, and more importantly for our daughter. When did you ever have enough debt to you to say, you know what, I want to keep all of our memories? I did that. And I took the G drive back. You left it here in the first place when you did come get your stuff. You left it here. And so I text your sister. So I was calling y'all the day that y'all left, and y'all was ignoring my calls. And I said, well, since y'all want to ignore my calls, and I text our sister, I said, since y'all want to ignore my calls, ask your sister where my G drive is that I paid for. You ain't think about taking it. If it really meant that much to you, you would have thought about taking it. It meant that much to me. So I asked about it, because when I was here by myself cleaning the house and scrubbing the damn floors from ceiling my bad, y'all. I'm intense right now. Listen, when I was here cleaning the house by myself, I didn't see it. I thought about it because it meant that much to me. When did it ever mean that much to you to think about it, ask for it, or even take it when you were here? Come on now. Make it make sense.
We've ever recorded. He has it in his possession because he said he bought it, and he's been pretty much taking everything that belongs to him. So I'm working on it. I'm using a phone right now. Got 2 working phones, and I had 0. And
yeah, like I said, I already addressed that screenshot too.
And so he took both cameras as well, and
I'm
just working.
Already explained that.
So he took both cameras as well, and I'm just working on getting myself together, you guys, and getting everything so that I can do what I want to do, which
Denise,
is
what's going on?
I'm gonna use my channel.
Okay, y'all, this is the one I really want to get to. Okay, I have to show y'all what she did to this man. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Oh, come on. Why did you knock me off? Damn. I fucked around, let this thing knock me all the way off. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I can get back. Let me see, can I get back to it? Damn it. I had a hard time finding this thing, and now I'm going to let it knock me off. Hold on. What's going on, Denise? Okay, I found it. All right, I found the channel again. Just give me a second, y'all. I got to go back to... Lord, baby, be careful who you get in a relationship, too. Now, I'm going to tell you. Let me see. Let me go back to... Yeah, I got to go back for... Come on. Baby, this relationship was a mess. Sound like it too. Okay. So she was aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. She was a aggressive woman from what I seen. She did not want to see his daughter. None of that. Like some women does. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to find the one I want y'all to see. Oh Lord, it takes a lot to find stuff. I'll tell you. Let me see. Now I just seen this. Now come on. Okay, here we go. Right here. Now I want y'all to see what this young lady. Is this video gonna play? Okay. I don't even think this the one. No. I don't think I can show that video, y'all. I don't think so. Wow, dang. I don't think I can show it. Maybe because it was violent. It could be that. I'm going to try it one more time, but I think it's not letting me show it because of... I did watch it this morning, so I don't know why I'm saying that now. Because I did watch it this morning. So, I don't know. I'm going to try it again. See what it let me again. If not, then I'm going to have to play another one of his because I don't know. Let me find it again. Because it did let me see it this morning. And I was like, oh no. This lady is cute. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if it let me play it again, y'all. I don't know. It might not. Let me just see if this is the one. Let me just... Because I don't think so, y'all. I don't think they're going to let me show it. Because it keeps skipping me to something else. Oh, yeah, this is it. Okay. Yeah, so let me see if I can bring it up. Let me just see. I don't know.
It's all gone.
Can y'all hear this? It's nothing. Oh, you did just get back? Oh, okay. I did play some parts of his stuff. Oh, Lord, honey. Lord Jesus. Denise, I tell you, child.
Okay. You sure? It's all gone, baby.
I don't know how old his daughter was here, y'all. I'm not sure.
Cone? There is a little bit of cone left. Like your ice cream? Oh, it's all gone. You like your cone? Yeah.
He remind me of Robert right here.
Me too. I'm sorry you had to experience anything that you did today, okay? We're gonna have a good night though, okay, baby? I'm gonna get you cleaned up, give you a nice bath and everything, okay? Haven't taken a bath in about 3 days, but I got you.
Oh, Denise, I'm happy to
Get
hear
all of
it,
those
girl.
markers and all of that old food off of you, okay? All the marker stains and everything, okay? Okay, baby. I'm gonna get you nice and cleaned up, all right?
Right in here?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, she is cute, ain't she?
Let's see what she did right here.
Cute little girl.
Telling me I need to clean my face up because I look stupid.
Look, y'all,
Looking
that's
like a
what she
Grim
beat
Reaper.
him.
I look
See
dumb.
you see the gash
You
in
the
his
one that
face?
just did it to me.
She put a gash in his face.
That soft-spoken child that y'all think y'all knew, it was all a game. It was all fake. It was all fake. Everything. Y'all want to see a sample of the real Jamira? Here she go, right here.
I was pushing you away from me.
Up on the ground
Bro,
and carry me.
come on, princess.
You a bitch.
Come on, baby.
You a bitch.
Come on, baby.
Your mother a bitch.
Come
Your
on,
family
baby.
a bitch.
You see what she's doing in front of you? Come
So
on.
let's fight. You want to go?
I don't want to fight, Jamira. I don't want to fight, bro.
Let's go.
Leave
We
me
already
alone.
fought.
Just leave me alone, bro. I don't
You
want to
give a
fight
fuck
with you.
about me.
I don't want to fight with you.
Y'all think Jamira, this little goody two-shoe ass female,
She's
right?
violent.
This is the fuck she just did to me. Because she couldn't take me telling her the fucking truth about herself. She tried to close the door. All I did was push the shit back open, and she fucking swung on me, bro. She fucking swung on me. Straight leaked my shit. Come on, dog. But y'all think she just good little female, though, right? Sitting here telling me she hope I die and all this other shit in front of my daughter. Come on, dog.
Wow,
Come on now.
that was wrong. She was wrong for
Now
that.
she's trying to take my daughter away from me. Come on now. This is exactly why.
I don't know, Joanne, because I didn't watch the whole thing.
This is exactly why I'm exposing everything now. Everything. I'm not holding back, and I no longer care about her feelings or anybody else's. And I'm about to tell her the truth about everything.
That's how you got to start to think. And sometimes you cannot keep holding them women up in there wrong when they're being abusive. Because they'll flip the strip on your ass and have you arrested.
And I'm not holding back, and I'm not sparing nobody's feelings at all. I'm exposing myself and everything I did because I don't care about nobody's opinion, and I'm too real, and I'm not lying about nothing no more. I'm exposing myself and everything I did. I'm exposing Jamira. I'm exposing her family. I'm exposing my mom. I'm exposing everybody. Everybody for who they are and what they are. I'm telling my truth on this channel from now on about everything. I'm telling my truth, and I'm speaking up, and I'm being honest. You wanna know why? Because I don't care no more. I tried to look out for everybody and their feelings. I'm not doing that no more. I did that my whole life. I'm done. I don't care who's judging me. I don't care who say I'm not a man.
That part, I know the
don't care
feeling.
about none of that.
I know the feeling how
None
you
of
feel
it.
about that.
I'm giving my truth about everything, and hopefully I inspire somebody to do the same thing. I'm no longer holding back. I'm gonna tell my story about everything. My story is gonna come out, and if you are involved in my story, that's your business. I'm telling my life. Yes, baby? Oh.
Shit, like me, he needs some stitches up in there, baby.
Buy you a princess bicycle? Sure, baby girl.
Oh,
I'm gonna buy you one soon, okay? I just gotta keep working on this business. And we're gonna get you right, baby. Okay? All right. You all done?
Mhm.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay.
The second one.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Get some pizza for you. I have some vegan pizza for you.
Right now?
Huh?
I start right now?
We're gonna heat it up, okay?
Okay.
All right. You sure you're not afraid right now?
No.
You're not?
Okay.
Or you are?
Mhm.
You afraid?
No.
Oh, you're not afraid?
No.
Okay.
Why is
Just want to
there?
make sure.
Okay, but why is there a toy right there?
A toy?
Mhm.
Because Ra has children too. She has a son and a daughter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm just cleaning my face up, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
If anybody wants to send a card for you, more than welcome. Looked like that cut was so deep. He like he needed
I'm
stitches.
gonna just explain that I literally be having to come home from work for 12 to 14-hour days to feed my daughter, wipe her face down. Her face be getting bumpy and stuff now because she'll have food all over her face that her mom doesn't clean for hours, sometimes even days. She will literally put her to bed with spaghetti stains around her mouth, bro. I promise on my soul.
Yes, Joanne, me too.
I be having to give her a bath and
Yes.
stuff like that when I had the free time and the spare time like that because I told her and we
That's
agreed
the sad
when she
part when the
receives
mother and
messages,
father
anything and
can't come to
everything,
a
bro,
conclusion,
that
you
I was
know,
going to be
a
gone
common
every
ground when
day
the
for the
baby's
next
around.
3 to 6 months working on a business. Not even working on a business, I'm sorry, driving Uber. But that was 3 to 6 months. I then told her, which I'll show you guys in the messages and everything,
Sad.
that I just need the next 30 days to grind. That's it. I'm asking you. I'm not telling you I need it. I'm not telling you I'm not capable of taking care of my daughter.
What is this?
That's stickers, baby.
Why do you have a Band-Aid?
Because that guy was bleeding right there.
Right now?
No, not right now. It's stopping it from bleeding, okay?
Okay.
All right, baby.
I won't take it off.
No, don't take it off, okay?
I'm gonna take it off when it goes away.
Okay, baby.
Oh, she sounds so cute.
Go ahead in the
Look at
room
her.
and watch TV, okay? I'm gonna be in a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to talk about this in front of her. But basically, what was I saying? Oh, I just said I need the next 30 days. That's it. Let me put this down. No, see me? I said I just need the next 30 days to grind. And like I said, I'm about to show you. I'm going to put the clip in there, the message, to just grind, bro. And work on my business. And actually, I'm going to just let y'all know, the business is real estate, all right? So work on my real estate business, which everybody knows real estate is a lucrative business. It is an ongoing business. It'll be here
She
forever.
like he had his head on the
Biggest
shoulder. What do you
ways,
want to do?
and maybe not fastest, but easiest ways to get rich, bro. And not get rich quick scheme, nothing like that. No, I mean to really build wealth and generational wealth for yourself, for your family, for your child, whatever, bro. And that's what she already knew and understood, but she just wants to make my life miserable. She wants to make my life hell, right? So I said, let me get the next 30 days to work on this business so I can create the time and the space and the opportunity for me to do whatever, whenever, however I want with my baby, with my daughter. You get what I'm saying? Is that wrong? But then she tries to tell me I'm not even fit. I ain't even want to be around for 30 days. Nah, bro, you trying to manipulate me into believing that my decision is wrong and that my choice is wrong for trying to elevate and further my daughter to help her and myself reach our fullest potential mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever, bro. And that is wrong, bro. She's evil, bro. Pure evil. And that's my opinion. And at the end of the day,
Exactly,
that's
Miss
how I
Davis.
feel. That's my observation. And although I just said my opinion on you is a direct reflection on myself, cool, I get it, I understand. So if y'all want to throw that back on me, y'all can. But at the end of the day, from my observation, It's an experience that I no longer choose to experience. She's a person that I no longer choose to be with or experience, bro. I can't do it. I can't take it, bro. It's domestic. Yeah, I put my hands on her. I did, and I own up to every last bit of it. I put my hands on her. I put her to the ground forcefully, and I also picked her up by her neck, and I slammed her on the bed because she was attacking me.
Yeah, that was wrong. I mean, and I understand him. You know, she was attacking him, but
I was talking to
you know,
her in the
I
voice
just
memos
that
that I'm
part was
about to
not
play.
cool.
Let me play those first.
Listen, you're not taking my daughter. You're not taking my daughter nowhere. All right? You're not. You're not taking my daughter nowhere without my permission, bro. When and where did you plan on taking her? It is my business. The safety and the concern of my daughter is my business.
Yeah, it's not. Because she is safe with me. And we weren't leaving.
This how you want to play? Bet that. This how you want to play? I'm coming after your ass. I swear to God, I'm coming after you. Let's do it then. Let's do it then. I'm coming to you real. I'm about to come to you real peacefully right now. Okay? You're not taking my daughter
If I want to take her to
anywhere,
then I can take her.
okay? You're not taking my daughter to live anywhere else other than right here. Okay? And you're not taking her to be around some dude or nothing else. Okay?
I said I was taking her.
If I don't know where my daughter is at or where she's going, she's not going, bro.
She ain't going with you either if I don't know.
She's
I don't know
not.
who you think you is. You ain't nobody's God. Okay?
I'm not trying to be.
No, you are. You're trying to be a big ass bully.
I'm not trying to be no bully, bro.
You are.
All I'm saying is that's my daughter too, and that's is what it is. You're not gonna manipulate me into believing whatever you're trying to believe, bro. At the end of the day,
all that nigga and all that stuff around the baby, that's uncalled for.
I'm not coming at you like this, so please stop coming at me like that. All right. All I'm saying is, you're not about to take my daughter places, and I don't know where she's at, bro. That's all I'm saying to you. That's it.
But you're not gonna tell me what to do with my child.
And you're not gonna tell me what to do with mine.
I never tried to tell you.
You just tried to tell me that I'm not. Jamira, when was I? Tell me how I'm trying to be a bully, because never was I.
All you ever tried, because you threatened to take me to court already.
Yeah, because I'm talking to okay, Jamira. All I okay. At the end of the day, you never sat down and heard me out, because what did you do? What did you do? You sat there and tried to blow everything up, right? Oh, she's gonna hate me.
How is she gonna hate me when you're trying to take her away from the mom that she cares about?
Oh, so if you take her away from the dad she cares about, ain't nothing gonna happen.
Away from you, my nigga, I would never do that.
Stop saying nigga, girl. Your daughter right there. Use better words.
I'm not like that. I'm not like you talking about some child support, full custody.
You're not like me, but you're the main one that goes to her and telling her stuff and talking bad about me and to her.
Yes, Joanne. That's what I just said. Like, stop saying all those words from that baby.
All I said was what was true.
Bro, first of all, she's 4. You should never be telling her anything that has to do with me and you.
I ain't got nobody else to talk to, so
whoever you've been talking to, you have to talk to.
I never said I was talking to anybody about anything.
Jamira, at the end of the day, I'm still talking to you peacefully right now, right? And at the end of the day, you're not talking to me peacefully. You yelling, you fucking, you trying to manipulate, you cussing, you doing all type of stuff, bro. And I'm not doing anything but respecting you.
Because she taught my nigga. You gotta be her.
At the end of the day, bro.
Yo, I say that.
All right, bro.
Oh yeah, she is in her 30s.
It's a direct reflection of you, Jamira. And it's that simple.
At this time.
But you did. But you
life
did.
move
But you
forward,
did.
marry,
And she's mine.
kids,
I
all
know.
that.
And I know that. And you want to know what I've been through? I knew you ain't wanted with me. And I knew you been wanting it with somebody else. And that's why I'm so happy that we done and we over with. Because I knew you wanted it with somebody else. I knew when you sat there and told me that you ain't wanted with me, it was all actuality. You wanted it with someone else. It's not my insecurity. Because at the end of the day, I don't care anyway, Jamira. I don't really care. I hope you have a beautiful life, and I wish you prosperity. I wish you healing. I wish you hope. I wish you love. I wish you all of that. I wish you all of that, Jamira. I wish you everything that you want. Jamira, I'm concerned about her well-being, not yours.
Exactly, but I have to take care of her, dummy.
Okay, so now I'm a dummy.
Talk, y'all. She talks like Brianna.
I buy food for her. I cook food for her. I buy it.
But how is she making money? How am I making money to support her?
I'm making money to support her right now.
I'm gonna be a dickhead.
What?
I'm gonna be a dickhead.
You're gonna be a dickhead.
Ooh, in front of the baby.
You wanna sit there and use me, talk about
Denise, do you hear this?
So I could get a car, so I could do what I need to do.
This chick is crazy. She's talking bad about him to the baby. Yes.
Everything you needed to do.
Because she has no one to talk to.
Which I actually had to worry about a lot of stuff with that car. I had to worry about a lot of stuff.
I'm the one that's still paying for it.
I had to worry about a lot of stuff with that car. I still had to do shit to get that car. I still had to go downstairs every day to take fucking pictures for you because you ain't got no.
What does that mean?
What do
you was mean? Helping me out.
Exactly.
All
you
right
don't
then.
help nobody. You help yourself.
I was helping you.
You were not.
But you want to? Okay,
me.
so now let can I speak now real quick? Can I speak now real quick? So let's be real. You want to know why I switched up and why I started changing? Because here's what I noticed. You were sitting here texting me every single day, and you was asking me how I'm doing. Am I okay? Am I good? Right? But you know what I started to notice after about a week and a half of you doing that? Every time you hit me up and ask me if I'm good or if I'm okay or if I'm safe right now, you know what came after that within the next 10, 15 minutes? Can you buy me some weed too? Can you go pick me up some weed? I was sitting there driving. Hold on, wait. I gave you the space to talk real quick. I gave you the space to talk real quick, right? Now wait. Hold on, wait. No. It's not because of weed. It's not because of weed. I was sitting there, bro. I was sitting there buying you weed. Bro, I bought you over $200 worth of weed from my own money, bro. And you were buying weed too. Cool, but at the end of the day, I was sitting there clocking out, and I was sitting there going and driving an hour there, an hour back, just to get you weed and shit like that, right? And I started getting you weed and shit like that, right? Hold on, wait. Let me finish though. And so with that being said, I also noticed that every time I got you the weed, it was no more conversation after that, right? And the only time we were talking and stuff is if we were both high. I also realized once I gave you everything you asked for, which was the weed man's number, you had your own money, you had all of that. You know what I noticed? I sat there and I counted the days. For 6 days straight, you did not text me, asking me if I'm okay, if I'm good, if I'm safe, what I'm up to, what I'm doing. None of that. No, Jamira, I didn't start giving you that energy until I noticed you was getting that energy.
Every day,
Exactly. I switched up. I'm explaining to you why I switched up. I switched up because you
to cut the whole conversation off. Because we know
you're not even listening to me. You know what? That's what you do. You're a fucking narcissist, and that's exactly what the fuck you do. You want to know? Jamira. Yes, my mother is a fucking narcissist. And you know what? And I sit there and I try to break it. And you know what else? Your grandmother's a narcissist, your mother, you, and all your fucking sisters.
Fuck out.
Oh!
Back to it. I stopped the door, and when I stopped the door to continue saying what I was saying because she was being rude, she can.
As at this point right there, I being that the baby was there, I gotta say they both was wrong at that point because they was both going at each other throats. Okay, if he felt like she was going to continue to go on and on and on, he'd been with her a long time. He say she's aggressive. Then I feel like he should have just stopped the conversation, did not have to finish this conversation up because of the sake of the baby.
She can dish everything out and say everything she got to say, but when I start speaking, she can't take it, and she tried to slam the door in my face. When she was giving her honest opinion, I didn't return my honest opinion like an adult. Period. She couldn't take it like any narcissist can't. They can dish it, but they can't take it. You get what I'm saying? And so I stopped the door, and when I stopped it, boom, I stopped it with my left, and around came her left hand, bow, right to my face, and then she continued to attack me. I got shit right here, all right here, everything, bro. Everything. She attacked me, bro. Like she did, and I pushed her to the ground, bro. She dead ass pulled my shirt with her. My boxers are ripped, bro. Completely ripped. She was literally pulling me towards her to punch while she was on her back on the ground to punch, 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 kick, kick, kick. And she was trying to pull me and she wasn't letting me go. So I pushed her hard as hell to the ground to get off of me. She still came after me, bro. I picked her up by her neck and I fucking slammed her on the bed. Yeah, I did that. Why? Because you're attacking me, bro. If you say I'm wrong, you feel like I'm wrong for it, it is what it is, bro. I got her off me. I walked away. It don't matter. I don't care. Yeah, baby.
Oh wow, this is sad, y'all.
Right now, I'm about to make some pizza for Naya. They got some vegan pizza here. I can make that vegan pizza for Naya. Put her in the bath, sit down, watch TV with her until she goes to sleep.
Here's your ice cream.
And she already had ice cream too. Thank you, baby. You thirsty? Want some water? Sure.
No, I want some pizza.
You want the pizza now?
Yeah.
All right.
I just feel like they both was wrong at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for what I heard here. I feel like at that point they both was wrong. You know, I just feel like wait a minute.
This is exactly why I'm exposing everything.
Wait, is this
like
the
she
same
did,
one?
I pushed her to the ground, bro. She dead ass pulled my shirt with her. My boxers are ripped, bro. They can dish it, but they can't take it.
Let me see if this is the
You
same
get what
one.
I'm saying?
Hold on.
And so I stopped the door and
Let me see.
We gotta get some pants on you so the camera can see you, okay?
Okay, I think this is the next day
after play with right now.
He had his daughter.
Aww.
The next day.
You in a good clean.
Yeah, they both was wrong. I felt like, you know, he says she's aggressive. So if he knew she was aggressive, then he shouldn't have stood there and argued with her long as he did. You know, he should have just walked out the house or whatever the situation was. You know what I'm saying? And cool off. Let her cool off, you cool off, and then come back. And then maybe proceed with the conversation or maybe not even say anything the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, I feel like both of them was wrong at that point right there. I mean, because that was just too much in front of that baby.
Clean, safe, calm, and peaceful environment right now, baby. Okay? Okay. Try not to get your little panties in the camera. Gotta put some pants on you.
This is tiny.
Yeah. You like this room?
Yeah.
Do it again. Let me see you do it again. What you were just doing. You happy? Are you sleeping? Go away.
You scared me.
Oh, not that crazy.
I think he loved his daughter.
You like it?
But I feel like
You want me to get you a bunk bed?
Some
like this
aggressive
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get down.
Okay, baby.
Kids can get down by themselves on this bed.
Yeah.
I'll do this.
So hard.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I got you. You got it?
I got some more on my plate tomorrow. I'm gonna watch over them today.
Lay on this down bed.
That's too big for the top one, baby.
Go ahead.
No, that's too big.
The coffee is big. I never signed.
Oh. You want a color?
A color?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
And the color this.
Okay.
And this is red.
Ooh, somebody already colored in there, huh?
Yeah.
It seems like she loves to be around her dad.
It's a bird.
I mean, I can definitely tell that.
Oh.
Somebody didn't write this one.
No, they didn't.
They forgot.
You like that, doggy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a bath soon, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Green. Color green.
You like green?
Yeah. Green my favorite.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah. Green.
She seems like she happy. She's around her dad. Like, you know, when
I'll be right back in
her
soon,
dad,
okay?
she's very happy.
Just call me if you need me. I'll be right here, okay?
You know, but it's
love
just this relationship was very toxic. And you can tell.
Okay. How you feel?
I feel good.
You just got a bath?
Can I have a Sharpie?
Love you.
And me too.
No, you can't have that right now, okay?
Why?
Because we're about to dry off and eat some pizza.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to bed, okay?
Okay.
Feel better?
Yeah.
You feel clean?
Yes.
You feel strong?
Yes.
Let me see the muscles.
I worked out yesterday, so I got some more muscles. Can I see you?
I worked out yesterday. I got muscles.
Putting oil on them lips. Good job, baby. Gotta watch that. That's boo-boo.
Okay, but look.
And the sad thing is, though, the kids really love their dad, and their mom tries to take them away. That's the sad part.
What made you do that?
My dad.
Thank you. That made me feel good.
I did what I used to.
I gotta change my shirt.
Can I play with the iPad? That's not there and perfect here.
The last I heard that he did have a court date, so I'm gonna find that one today and put tomorrow and see how that turn out.
I just can think
So I'm probably gonna play that one tomorrow.
You're my world. You know that? You're truly my world, baby.
Wow. Sad.
I love you.
Yeah.
Huh?
This pizza's perfect.
The table too?
Don't you mind your mama when Barbara had
Pizza and the
mama?
table perfect, huh?
And this cup.
Yeah.
This cuppity cup.
You almost done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't wipe your hands on your shirt, okay? I'll wipe your hands. That's why you got a napkin right here, all right? Okay.
I'm sorry I put it on my shirt.
That's all right. You don't gotta apologize.
I have to get a new shirt again.
Okay. You ready to pray? Say, Dear Universe, thank you for our health, peace, love, joy,
That's so sweet.
happiness.
I think they both need to work on their anger.
Thank you for love.
And you know, he said that, you know, he didn't grow up in a good place, with his mom. So maybe he has childhood trauma just like she has. And maybe there could have been a connection there, And then when they got together, it just didn't work.
With developing my third eye.
It sounds like him and his mom didn't have a great relationship.
My consciousness and my awareness. Universe, help me to align my chakras so that I can be balanced and in harmony. Please remove all negativity from my heart, my past, trauma, our fashion. So more to be. I like that smile.
Yes, Miss Davis, I understand.
Wow.
Music or no music?
Yeah. What's that? Good job. What's that? That's your favorite. Great job. What's that?
A monkey.
No, almost.
It's a dinosaur.
It's either a fox or a koala. I'm not sure. It's a fox, baby.
It's a fox.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a zebra.
Great job, baby. What's that right there? Can you see it?
You ain't getting old, Miss Davis.
It's a bunny.
Great job. Whoa, I don't know what the heck that is.
Maybe that's a rhino.
It might be. I can't even see it.
That's because it's green.
What's that? What's this?
Like
I'm glad
Your
she
brain?
loves her dad. That's the good part. I'm glad she loves her dad. You can tell her dad loves her, but there's some things going on there. There's a lot of issues going on.
Peaceful, feel peaceful, sleep peaceful. Get away from all that BS. Love this girl, man. I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't care what nobody say about her. Can't nobody, including her mama, deny how much I love her. Nobody. I don't care what her mom say. She know deep down in her heart and her mind and her soul and her bones. I love this girl. And I always will. I love you, Booker. For real. Baby, my baby, my baby, man. Love her. Sleeping in a bunk bed right now. About to go to sleep. But honestly, I feel like I'm in such a good space right now. Even with all of that shit that just happened. Because honestly, it was expected from her, bro. I'm not surprised in the least bit. No way, shape, or form. It was expected. That is exactly who she is, bro. But you know what? I'm gonna be straight. My daughter gonna be straight. And for everybody that thought it was me in the relationship, everybody that always wanted to assume it was the dude, that it was Jarrell, oh, we got you, Jamira. You and I are gonna be straight. Fuck all y'all. Now y'all see the truth. Fuck all y'all. Me and I are gonna be straight. Honestly, I feel like God be communicating with me through Instagram, bro. Because this is the type of stuff I see in the midst of everything that's going on. Stuff like this, you're manifesting a partner who's going to be your best friend. They're going to be emotionally and financially stable, loyal and generous, which we both know somebody wasn't that, and the best love making you ever had. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of stuff I see all the time. In the midst of everything that's going on, everything
I
that
hope
is
he can
falling
find the
apart right
peace that
now
he
is clearing
needs,
up
the
the
peace that
space
she
for your
needs.
long-awaited
But I'm gonna
blessing
do
to
some
come
more
to your
updates
life.
on them
Be patient and trust your journey. It's
tomorrow.
unfolding. It's worth it. Like, that to me is just the universe letting me know, like, yo, everything that happened today, it happened for a reason. She showed her true colors even more, and everything fell apart. Why? So I could be blessed with more, bro. Blessed with more. I pray you never waste your time attached to someone who ain't for you again. I'm gonna reiterate this because this is so true, bro. I'm proud of myself. I went through every type of pain, family issue, trust issue, heartbreak, and insecurity, along with depression.
See, he got trauma. See,
That
all
you
the
couldn't
things
even
he's saying he
imagine.
been through, he have a lot of trauma too.
And went through that shit by myself, for the most part.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say 100%.
Maybe he needs some help also
85%.
to know how to cope with that. He probably never got help. I don't know. I gotta do some more research on him.
I'm a soldier, bro. All right, I'm done. Because my daughter waking up.
Okay, y'all, that's it. So I'm gonna do. Let me test it. Hold on. Oh, let me see. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more research on him and her tonight, and then I'm gonna see because I seen some stuff in there that's updated. So I don't even know her channel, but I know she definitely has a channel now. But I have to try to figure out what her channel is. But I'm definitely gonna do some more research on him tonight. But it sounds like he have childhood trauma, and we can tell she has it because he admitted that she told him that she had childhood trauma and that her whole family is a narcissist. That's what he said that she said. So if the whole family are narcissists, she may be one too. So yeah. So y'all, I'm going to get up off of here. Thank y'all for timing in. I appreciate everyone for timing in. Thank y'all so much for the little ones that did rock with me today. I want y'all to have a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Y'all stay prayed up. Always remember to keep God first. I love you all, and I will definitely see you all tomorrow. Peace and love.